Hello students, today we are going to start new chapter, the theory of the firm under perfect competition. In previous chapter we have discussed about the production function of firms, which explains the transformation of input into output, and a firm gets its revenue by selling the products. Then, where do the producers or the firms sell their products? And at what price do the producers sell their products? Do they earn a profit or incur loss? What are the forces determine the price of the commodity? Students, we will be able to answer all these questions after studying the various concepts. For example, means the firm, market, industry, revenue, supply, and market equilibrium. Then, what is the market? Market means it is an arrangement where the buyers and the sellers come in contact with each other directly or indirectly to buy or to sell the goods. Means it is an arrangement where the consumers or the persons and the firms means the producers, they come in contact. How? Directly and indirectly. Why? Because to buy or to sell the goods and services. There are the four essential requirements to be made the existence of a market. First one is commodity, which is dealt with. Second one is existence of buyers and sellers. Third one is prevalence of price. And last one is a place. It may be a certain region, a country, or maybe an entire world through which exchange can take place. For example, telephone or internet. So these are the requirement to be made for the existence of the market. Then, what is the firm? Firm means it refers to a unit or part of industry which carrying a type of business in an economy. See here, firm means it is the part of industry and it operates inside in the industry. And what is the industry? Industry means it is the group of the firms which doing the same business. Then it is called the industry. Means there can be many firms in one industry. For example, there are the many cement manufacturing companies in our India, such as UltraTech Cement, Aditya Birla Group of Companies, ACC Cement. Means all these companies or all these firms together constitute in a cement industry. So, industry is a subsector of an economy. Then, what is the market structure? Market structure means it is the selling environment. And in this environment, a firm produces and sells its products, means its goods and services, is called the market structure. This market structure depends on first one, the number of the firms producing a product. Secondly, the nature of the products, means the homogeneous or maybe a heterogeneous. Homogeneous means here all units of the goods and services must be identical in all aspects. Means it may be the same in taste, quality, color, size. And next one is a firm's freedom to enter and exit from the industry. So these are all points of the market structure, and market structure is depend upon all these point. Then markets are classified into three. First one is markets are classified on the basis of time. Means the market classified into very short period and long period market. Secondly, markets are classified on the basis of place. Means it may be a local, regional, national and international. Third one, the markets are classified on the basis of the degree of competition. Degree of competition means the markets may be the perfect competition or maybe imperfect competition. Here, imperfect competition classified into monopoly market, monopolistic market competition and duopoly market. Then, what is the perfect competition? The perfect competition means it is a market situation in which there are a larger number of buyers and sellers who buy and sell the homogeneous products at a uniform price. The perfect competition means it is a market situation where there are the large number of the buyers and sellers, and these buyers buys the goods and services and sellers sell the homogeneous products how at a uniform price. Then there are some features of the perfect competitive market. First one is larger number of the sellers and buyers. In the perfect competitive market, there will be a large number of the sellers, means the producers or firms, and the buyers means the consumer of the product. Means no individual buyer or seller can influence of market by their size. Second one is product of all firms will be identical. Means the product which produced by the firm will be homogeneous. Homogeneous means all units of the commodity must be identical in all the aspects like the taste, quality, color, size. Means product of one firm cannot be differentiated from the product of any other firm. Then third one is prevalence of a single price. Means there is existence of the single price in whole market. Producer cannot be differentiated in the price of the commodity. Fourth one is freedom to entry and exit. That means any new firms is free to enter the industry, and existing firm is free to exit, means to leave the industry. Next one is perfect market information. Means in the perfect competitive market, all the firms means all the producers and all the buyers means the consumers, they have a perfect knowledge about the market. For example, they have a knowledge about the price of commodity or maybe the details about the product. Next one, each firm is a price taker. Means in the perfect competitive market, each firm is price taker. Means no single firm is in a position to influence the price level of the commodity. And here each firm accept the existing market price and also firm can sell as much as it wants that price. Means in this market, firm has zero market power. Then next one is absence of transport cost. In this market, assumed that there are no transport cost. If transport cost incurred, the prices should be different in different sectors of the market. Then next one is free mobility of factors of production. In this market, the market depends on the perfect mobility of the factors of the production. Factors of production means land, labor, capital, and these factors should be free to move from one use to another use easily. So student, from the above these features, it is clear that a perfectly competitive market is one in which the individual firms have a zero market power, and this type of market structure exists rarely. So student, today we taken the information about the meaning and the features of the perfect competitive market. Hope all of you understood. Thank you.